for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Two slam dunk champs, Grant Hill and Brent Barry, our analysts tonight. Brian Anderson here. We'll hear from Allie LaForce as well. And here's what the Detroit Pistons schedule looks like. On Friday, they're off to New York to face off with the Knicks. And then on Saturday, they'll go up against the Pacers in Indiana.
The road is never the highlight of your schedule for any team. But for these guys, it is a chance to go out there, test themselves, and see how well they gel outside of home court. It could be a very valuable experience.
Well, this one's about to get going. But first, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, Cade Cunningham, the top pick in 2021, said, quote, "There's a lot of different reasons why I was picked #1, but I think it's just who I am as a person. Someone that can turn into a leader for your team and be a franchise guy. I compose myself well, and that translates on the court. I'm pretty confident in what I can do and who I am." Brian?
Thanks, Allie. Well, buckle up. It's opening night. No more talk. Let's play some games that count, Brent.
Everybody in playoff contention, BA, so super excited. One of the best nights of the year. Awesome to be here and awesome for all NBA fans.
A look at the Pistons starting group. Ivy is the off guard and Bay the small forward. Bojan Bogdanovic out there with Isaiah Stewart. And it's Cunningham in at the 1. And for the Wizards, in the middle, it's Porzingis with Kuzma by his side. Morris and Beal are the backcourt pair. And it's Barton in at the 3. It'll be the Wizards off the tip. Morris with it. Pass to Beal. This one for 3. Rebound Detroit. Their first look at this year's Washington squad.
They really struggled against this team last year, despite having comparable talent. I mean, they got swept in the season series.
Oh, nice shot by Ivy.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's Kuzma. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
You got to appreciate Porzingis, a willing screener, and he rolls quick to the open space. Sometimes what a player needs most in order to develop is the chance just to do more, and I think that's been the case with Kuzma getting an opportunity with his second team.
Here's Ivy. Shot clock at 6. The 11-footer. And that one's long. Here's Kuzma. Morris outside. Three-pointer. Beal kept alive. Porzingis. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
Sometimes you do a little extra work, something good comes your way, and Porzingis cleans up that offensive rebound.
Here's Ivy, pounded by Beal. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to be on Bradley Beal.
Man, good whistle there.
Kuzma certainly has embraced the chance to play a bigger role, Brent.
Yeah, it's been an interesting situational change for Kyle Kuzma, knowing that he had a lot to prove, getting an opportunity in minutes to be consistent and to try to show people that he is more than just a role player in his first stop.
And the first one at the line is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
You know, the Wizards really came up short last season on the defensive end. They consistently struggled to get stops, which makes it twice as hard to win games.
Now here's Morris. Kuzma outside. Porzingis with a screen on Bogdanovic. Here's Kuzma, and he buries his first look. I just wonder how the Wizards can remedy their defensive weaknesses from last year.
Well, B.A., mindset is a big part of it. They just need to have better focus on pressuring the ball handlers and making sure shots are getting well contested.
Stewart, no good.
I'm not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Barton outside. We've got 1:28 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Morris. Tipped.
But Stewart hustling over. He saw that shot coming, and he was there for the taking.
Here's Ivy. And the layup is good off the glass. Ivy's got 6 points.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
Barton right side. Porzingis with a screen on Bay. Barton finds Porzingis. And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
Will Barton always going full speed. That time finds a bullet pass to a teammate.
The Pistons have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Pass to Cunningham. Picked by Stewart. Cunningham passes to Stewart. Clock at 6. And here's Ivy from the arc. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by Ivy. Washington making some changes. Gafford, he's checked in for Porzingis. Hachimura comes in for Kuzma. And Wright subbed in for Morris. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Wright, the pass to Beal. Wright with a screen on Diallo. Here's Beal, and he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
First personal foul.
Bradley Beal, so thick and strong, gets fouled, but still manages to get that shot off.
For Washington, Bradley Beal. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first.
Well, a top player at the shooting guard position, Beal seems to kick his game up a notch every year in the league.
Avdia, he's checked in for Barton. He hits the second from the line. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. Hayes against Wright. Now here's Hayes. From deep. It doesn't go for him. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. It's the Wizards. They're up by 3. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And what do you think about how the Wizards are doing here?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
And you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
Well, teams are always hunting mismatches. Grant, I'll put it to you here. You prefer a speed advantage or a size advantage over your defender?
Well, B.A., it's all about the mismatches. And going back to when I was young and actually had some speed, it was great to be able to have both, depending upon who you went against. If a smaller player guarded you, use your size to shoot right over them. And if a bigger defender was on you, then yes, use your speed to turn the corner and get to the rim. So it depended upon who was guarding you.
Setting the floor for Detroit. They've got Hayes. He's out there with Amadou Diallo. And it's Knox in at the 3. Hachimura left side. Back to Wright. Lets it go from deep. Knocks down the long J. Wright's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Well, Hachimura not known as a playmaker, but unselfish play, that is part of his game.
Right against Hayes. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Personal foul.
All right, let's take a quick pause and look at the best shooting teams from last season. The Wizards in 5th.
They were so consistent with their shooting. Maybe not lights out, but they played smart and didn't let good looks go to waste.
That free throw no good.
It's exciting to look at a young player like Killian Hayes, who's got a lot of raw potential and is still fighting to find his way and how he's going to make solid contributions to his team.
And he's good on the second. The Wizards with a lead. And while the Pistons need to improve at both ends, Brett, offense is where they've struggled the most.
Yeah, last season near the bottom in field goal percentage and three-point percentage. They've got the playmakers, but they've got to convert and finish off those plays and get more consistent on the offensive end.
No one covering. Porzingis has got 9.
It seems very natural when he's out there at the three-point line and uses that kind of rhythm. Porzingis, nice look.
Here's Ivy. Check by Davis. On the wing, Bay. Picked by Stewart. 6 to shoot. 14 feet away. And it's off the back of the rim. No good.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
Kuzma with a screen on Hayes. Kuzma, left side. And it's Kuzma finishing it off.
This small advantage is starting to snowball.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, B.A. Bradley Beal played for Coach Greg Popovich with the U.S. national team, and Pop said, quote, he's hard to keep up with. His balance and movement are very impressive. He stomps on a dime, can pull up and shoot. That, along with his excellent footwork, are the most impressive things for me. Brian?
Yeah, great breakdown there, Allie. Thank you. Here's Avdia. 10-point lead. This is their biggest of the game. And they get it back. Three-pointer off the mark. Detroit with the ball. Pass to Ivy. Rebounded by Kuzma. Washington has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second.
Well, the 27th pick in 2017, Kyle Kuzma made first team all-rookie. He was displaying just sort of significantly better shooting in the pros than he did in college at Utah.
Porzingis misses. For Detroit, they've got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second. To the paint. Here's Stewart. Pass to Ivy. Davis against Hayes. Picked by Stewart. Hayes, the pass to Stewart. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup.
You're not going to rattle Stewart if you don't give him enough contact. Just went right through it.
Morris finds Davis. Porzingis sets a screen. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
It's been a dominant night for him, staying productive throughout.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. And here's Hayes. Stewart, a screen on Morris. Fades back. No good off the glass.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
And so it's Washington ending the quarter up 10. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
Greetings, everybody. We love exciting. And this game is delivered as we've seen 2 top players battling mano a mano. And in this game, we have two top performers. Kind of like us, guys.
Are you baiting us to guessing which two?
There's no guessing about it.
I'll leave it to the imagination. Let's turn our attention to the first half. Some enchanting play from the Unicorn. You like what I did there? I didn't think so. Kristaps Porzingis.
You like his mentality, getting his feet wet in the paint and pressing the attack around that rim.
If the defense can't stop it, stick with it. Nothing wrong with point-blank looks.
That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. It has been a clinic out there by Kristaps Porzingis.
He's been a real difference maker today in terms of reeling in offensive boards.
And the team appreciating all of that dirty work going on. His activity has been phenomenal.
Morris and Beal are the backcourt pair. In the middle, it's Porzingis with Kuzma by his side. And it's Barton in at the 3, the small forward. So that's who Wes Unseld Jr. starts the second half with. Now here's Beal. Offline with a baseline jumper.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Back to Bogdanovich. Pass to Cunningham. Here's Ivy. He's got 6. Here's Stewart. That one is off. Good D by Porzingis. And for the Wizards, they're shooting around 53%, a nice number.
Look at the Pistons, and this team has been trying to build something here. It's been struggling to do so as of late, but first picking Cade Cunningham, really huge draft in 2022 with some young talent coming in. This is a very young and very exciting team now. I think the defense has more concerns out there on the floor, and they give them a good open look from the perimeter.
Pass to Ivy. And Porzingis with the block.
And shooters must beware. Porzingis is down there lurking.
Here's Barton. Shots blocked. Here's Ivy. Cunningham with the ball. The 3 ball. And they recover it. Now Bay from downtown. Offensive board. Oh, just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances. Came up empty.
Scoreless in their first 5 attempts since halftime. It's getting ugly.
Morris can't hit. Right, and the Pistons have had several very high draft picks, Brent, but so far, the pieces they've added just haven't totally meshed together.
Well, maybe from the previous year's BA, but I think the combination that they put together for this upcoming season and moving forward is going to really gel and produce some excitement for this fan base in Detroit.
Now here's Morris. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Here's Porzingis. That one falls, coming off Beal's feed. And the Wizards lead by 15. The Pistons have gotten 0 shots to go out of 6 attempts. Now a timeout called by Detroit.
Very few players have the firepower that Bradley Beal does as a combo guard. He's been in the league since 2013. And defenses still haven't figured this guy out.
Washington ends up going with a new group. There's a minute 17 left in the third. Here's Knox. But no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. Last season, Washington was hot out of the gates. They started 10-3, but things did not end well.
You know, and after that hot start, BA, a 25-44 ending for the Wizards, failing to make the play-in game as well. Just a disappointing season after the promise Washington showed early.
First one falls for him. For the Wizards, trading Russell Westbrook to the Lakers was a great move, Brent.
Well, it's an idea about trying to go a different direction and cleared a ton of cap space. They got a lot of depth. They got first-round picks out of that. So the best part of the deal really might be Kyle Kuzma and what's developing here with him and his game. We saw him find his form, and he looks like a keeper.
And you have to think with this Pistons squad that all eyes are on the future as opposed to the here and now. Young guys focused on reaching their potential.
And Detroit has possession, following the bucket by the Wizards. To the middle. Here's Duren. And Gafford with the block. And he's able to get it back. The Wizards have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Right outside. Outside Davis. Gafford the screen. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
For Washington, at the line for 2.
That free throw good from Davis. Both free throws good from Davis. Detroit has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Diallo outside. Pass delivers. Here's Joseph. There's 18 seconds left in the third. And Gafford with the block.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Takes a 13-footer. And another miss by Washington.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why.
And so it's Washington in control with a 16-point advantage heading into the break. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. We'll be right back. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Setting the floor for the Pistons. Duren out there with Isaiah Stewart. Then there's Cunningham. Then it's Corey Joseph. And it's Bay in at the 3. And here's Wright from the arc. The rebound by Stewart. Stewart's got 4 rebounds now. Cunningham against Wright. And there's the call on Rui Hachimura. That's his first foul. The Wizards making a switch here. Porzingis is checked in. So it's Detroit now. They trail by 16. Here's Joseph. 4 on the clock. Bay from long range. Gafford grabs the miss. The Wizards shooting the ball at 48% so far. Right outside. Pass to Barton. Porzingis with a screen on Bay. Barton with it. Guarded by Stewart. The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line. A chance at a three-point play.
And Barton has always had those kind of squirrely moves out there, so hard to defend him.
And last season, the NBA mourned the passing of Hall of Famer Bob Lanier. He played his first decade with the Pistons.
A sad loss for the NBA. Now, he represented them 7 times as an all-star, but for all his greatness on the court, he'll be remembered just as much for the work he did off the court as the league's global ambassador.
And the free throw, no good.
And Will Barton has just been a steady force. He's got a lot of experience. He has those nights where he gets it going offensively. And he's willing to do whatever, but he does make positive contribution.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Porzingis sets a screen. Here's Beal. He can't get it to go. And Detroit will go the other way with it.
There's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Stewart, a screen on Beal. Cunningham passes to Stewart. Outside Bogdanovich. Fires from deep. Knocks down the triple. Bogdanovich has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And that's a nice pass from Bay, willing to do whatever he can to help his team.
Beal into the lane. Over Ivy. And too long on the shot.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board. And there are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Outstanding dribble drive. And that replay was brought to you by Mobile One.
Yeah, they have a long way to go, but attacking the rim like that is a great way to start a comeback.
Up top, Beal. Over Stewart. And there's the rejection. And as it goes out of bounds, Washington able to keep possession. And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
What a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
Morris, he's checked in for Washington.
Monte Morris.
Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. The shot's good. And the Wizards lead by 15.
And Beal continues to be that guy where he opens your eyes with his playmaking.
Barton against Bay. Here's Ivy. Back to Bay. 6 on the shot clock. From the high post. Washington with a rebound. Kuzma's got 6 rebounds in the game.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Wizards.
You can score without sharing the ball, but it can be a whole lot easier when guys are assisting one another.
Yeah, they were very patient. They were also unselfish, and ultimately, that's why they were so efficient.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
It's just the start of this season series with 3 games left between them, but it must feel great to take the first meeting.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Kristaps Porzingis.
We saw him get a lot of touches tonight, and he wasted very few of them. Really made himself the backbone of their offense.
Bay passes to Cunningham. 23 seconds left in the final quarter. for three. Rebound, Washington. Morris outside. So we see the Wizards taking the W here. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. For Allie LaForce, Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and our entire 2K Sports crew, this is Brian Anderson signing off. And now we present the New Balance Player of the Game, Kristaps Porzingis.